Hi guys, today we are going to see about the basic concepts of the file. It is topic also. File. File is nothing but the basic unit of your storage is said to be a file. File is basic unit of storing is called file. So the file is nothing but it is a collection of information and it is stored where it will be stored in our secondary storage. Secondary storage, it can be your hard disk or it can be your floppy disk or it can be your pen drive also. So file is a collection of relevant information that is stored in your secondary storage. So in other words, we can call the file as a sequence of bits, bytes, or it can be a lines or a record. Basically, the file can be represented in two forms. One will be your program or the data. Here the program can be your source program, your executable program. All those things will come under your program, and data is nothing but it can be a numbers or it can be an alphabet or it can be an alphanumeric or it can be a binary files. So based upon the structure and the type, the file will be broadly classified into three types. One is said to be what? Text file. Text file is nothing but it will have a sequence of characters organized in a lines. What it is? Sequence of character organized in the lines. Next is source file. Source file is nothing but it's your sequence of functions. It's nothing but sequence of function and which will be organized in a format. Next is an executable file. Executable file is nothing but once your source file is being compiled, it will be now converted into a machine language program. Source file will be your human understandable format, whereas the executable file will be of what? Machine understandable format. So the file will be basically classified into three types. One will be text file, another one will be the source file, and last one will be your executable file. Now we are going to see about file attribute. Here the file attribute has consists of 7 different attributes. First one is the name. So name of the file, how it will be? It will be in human readable format. First we'll give the name for that file whenever you are going to save it. Next, immediately when you give the name for that file, an unit number will be given for that file. Okay, that will be in which format? It will be understandable only by the machine, so it will not be understandable for the human. Next, suppose if you are going to save your file, Word document, you can save your file in terms of Word document, or otherwise it can be a PDF or it can be what? JPEG. So whenever you are going to save the file, you will be giving the type for that file also. Next, you have to give the location. So where you are going to save it in your machine, whether you are saving it in under your D drive, E drive. Under the D drive also you will be specifying some folder name. So that will come under what? The location. Next is the size. Size, it will be basically in terms of bytes only. Sometimes it can be of what? Words or block. Next, protection. So basically the protection will be broadly classified into three types. One will be read, write and execute. So for other people, okay, so for the other person, if you do not want your parents to access some of your files, what you'll do, you'll make it as a hidden file, right? Sometimes or what you can do, if you're going to send a file to your friends and you don't want them to make any addition on your document, then you can convert that file to a readable form. Or otherwise, if you want to get some input from your friends also, then you can give it in a write format also. You can ask your friends to do write. Permission can be given to write. And some programs, if you are going to send to them, there can be you can allow that user to execute your program also. So all those things will come under what? Under your protection. Last one will be the time, date and user identification. So the time and date is nothing but when the file is being created and when it was lost, modified, and then you will be specifying this information because in order to make your data to be protected, highly protected, and then you can do the monitoring also. Okay, so all those things will come under your file attribute. For example, when you're opening the D drive, immediately it will show you what are the different types of folders, files are available. And then first will be your name, next it will tell you what type of document, next it will be telling you whether it is what time it is being created and when it is being lost, modified. All those things are said to be what? Your file attribute. There are 8 different file operations are available. First one will be the creating a file. Whenever you are going to create a file, the operating system has to do two important things. First, it has to find the space in the memory and then it has to make a new entry in the directory. Once it is done, once the file is being created, next one is to open that particular file. After opening that file only, what you can do, you can either read your file or otherwise what you can do, you can write your file. Once that the reading writing operation is being completed, you have to close that particular file. Okay. Now, if you want to read your file, what we have to do first? First, that file should be created. Next, that file should be opened. After that, if you want to read your data from the file at your current position, then what you have to do is you have to use a pointer called read pointer, and from that place, what you can do, you can do the reading. Okay, it is like similarly like your marker, page marker. If your book is there, okay, if you want what if the marker, page marker, book marker is there, what you'll do, you play you at the end of that. Once the page is been completed where you are writing, there what you can do, you can keep the book marker and then close it. Whenever you want to write some more content in that book, what you can do, you can directly take that book and then you can go directly to that particular page by using what? Your bookmarker. Similarly, here you are using what? Read pointer called read pointer. So similarly for writing also, what happens? You have to use the right pointer in order to go for that particular location in your file. Okay. Next is repositioning within your file. Repositioning is nothing but either you can go to the beginning of the file or you can go to the end of the file, or otherwise you can go at the particular page in that file, and from there what you can do, either you can do the reading operation or otherwise what else you can do, you can do the writing operation also. Next comes deleting a file. Whenever you are going to delete your file, what happens here is it will go to the particular directory and then it will clear the space for that file and that file will also be deleted. Okay, so that is the meaning of deleting a file. Next is truncating the file. Deleting the file is nothing but what we are going to do, we are going to completely remove that file. Whereas in truncating a file, what you are going to do, we will be erasing the particular content of that file alone. Got it? What you will do, you will erase the content of that file. That is the meaning of your truncating. Creating a file, so free space will be created, one more entry will be done in your directory. Opening a file, after opening it, if you want to read it, you will be using the read pointer and you will go to the current position. From there, you can start reading. Similarly, for writing a file also, you will go to that particular place using your right pointer and then you can do the writing operation. Next, once the work is being done, now we will be closing that file. Otherwise, you can also use repositioning with your file. Repositioning with your file is nothing but you'll be going to the particular page there you will be doing the operation of reading or otherwise writing. Next is deleting a file. Deleting a file is nothing but what you will do, the file will be removed and also the space will also be removed. Okay, so that can be used, that space can be used for the other files. Truncating a file means what you are going to do, you are going to erase only the content of that file. File will be there, only the content inside that file will be removed. Next we are going to see about the different file types. Okay, first file type is your source code. So it can be of your the programming language code. Either it can be C language, or it can be C++, it can be a Java. All the source code is called as what? High level language program. Object code is nothing but your low level language program, or otherwise it can be called as the machine language program. Executable files. So this executable files is nothing but once it is be, now this executable files are ready, and now it is being placed in the memory, and now it is ready to be getting executed. Those files are called as what? Executable files. Next, batch files are nothing but all the commands will be given in a given to a command interpreter. Okay, so whereas when you are opening, if you want to open any file in Windows operating system, you are directly going and clicking that folder, particular folder, the file, that folder will be open. From there you can directly take your file. So that is said to be what? Graphical user interface. Command line interface is nothing but it is your Unix operating system, where you will be using the commands in order to do. If you want to open any folder also, what you have to do, you have to use the command to open that particular folder. If you want to open a particular file also, what you have to do, you have to give a command. So all those things will come under what? Batch. Next, markup. Markup language, it's nothing but it is also a textual data document. Next, word processor documents. Okay, that is your doc, docx, rich text files, and also what else is there? The rich text files. Even your XML can also come under what? Word processor. HTML can also come under your word processor. Next, library functions. So library functions will be with the extension of lib or DLL, dynamic link library. Next, it's nothing but all your JPEG, GIF image, PDF, all those images will come under what? Print or view. Archive, it's nothing but all the compressed format. The compressed format extension will be in the format of GIF, sorry, not the GIF, GIF, RAR, TOR. All those things are said to be what? The compressed format. Now all the multimedia formats, that is the MP3, MP4, MPEG, MOV, AVI, all those things will come under what? Multimedia